Yeah, baby. Yes, that's Sneakers and Styles, but not normal episode. First off, before I do anything, what's up to my guy Drippy D? What up?
What up? What up? What's up, world? What's going on? Drippy D's in the building. What's up, Em?
All
How
right,
you doing,
so
man? How's everything?
man, you know, same old, working, trying to take care of these kids, same old, same old. But today's episode of Stats, Sneakers, and Styles is gonna be a special one. We're gonna do some reaction videos to a couple sports takes. I don't see too many people doing things like this, so we decided to start doing a little something like that. So we're dibbling and dabbling. D, how do you feel about
I feel great. Can't wait. Let's go.
it? All right,
Get
so
it.
let's get into our first topic. Producer, play my video, please.
Usually, bras fit small-chested women like this.
Gapping. You guys, look at how much space that is.
This was my life. Bra gaps, tons of shifting, not being able to bend over.
You trying to get it?
If you
Trying to get a bad reaction?
No, we can't skip the ad either.
This is why I swear by pepper bras.
You know what?
Why do you
Really
think all these flat-chested chicks?
Find a bra
You know what really
Is
makes
this
me
video?
hate
Hold on. Is this what we're supposed to be reacting to? Is that what Josh was doing?
You know
to
what
us
I
right
hate
now?
about these commercials?
What makes it fit?
Yeah, let's
Does it
react
look
to it.
better?
What's wrong with that?
No more
Let's
cup
react to
notes.
it. You know what I really hate about these commercials so
What
much
you got,
is that
and
they never
especially
show
designed
real
for
people.
AA.
Like, why is everybody got to be 100 pounds? You know, soaking wet. Every girl got long hair. None of them got, normal size tits. No ass. Nothing. They all look the same. Like, what's up? Well, they all look like a little schoolgirl in 6th grade or something.
Yeah, why none of them had any breasts? They're all A cups. Like they can use a sports bra for that. Like why are we putting them in bras? Like what are we doing?
Yeah, I
That was weird.
I don't understand. You see, I could do that. I could do reaction videos to anything.
There we go.
The New York Knicks are certainly going to be aggressive in trying to create salary cap space so that they can go in pursuit of Jalen Brunson. A lot of connections with Jalen Brunson and the Knicks organization. His father, Rick, was just hired as an assistant coach. Their president, Leon Rose, was his agent when Leon Rose was on the agent side. Listen, Dallas could have had him at a $55 million extension before the season. They decided that they would play it out. Well, now it may cost them closer, perhaps over $100 million to keep Jalen Brunson. And that's going to be interesting to watch here because if Dallas loses Jalen Brunson, they can't replace that player. He's become so important next to Luka Doncic. And so I think that's going to be one of the storylines as we get ready to head into free agency past the draft.
Absolutely. I want to.
Okay. Let's dive into this one, D. You're a Knicks fan. Oh, you were a Knicks fan. You think Jalen Brunson is going to make an effect on the Knicks?
Of course he is. He's going there. They just said it right now. His father hired as a coach. Stepfather said Leon Rose was his agent. Now he's like the GM over there. He's going over there. They're gonna give him the bag. They're gonna give him that $100 million. I can see that Dallas. They're gonna be bitter because they could have gave him the $55 million extension, and they didn't want to give it to him. They wanted to play it out, and now he's gonna be worth almost double that. So I don't see them giving him the money. He's gonna go to New York.
You don't think Mark Cuban's going to puff up that other $50 million to give him 100? You don't think Mark Cuban's got it in him?
He's got it in him, but it's not, up to him. If Brunson has his heart set to play in New York, they're gonna let him go to New York. Cuban's gonna sit him down and be like, "Look, kid, what do you want to do?" He's gonna be like, "I want to play in New York." He's gonna let him go to New York. That's what it is. That's it. You'll see.
So I don't believe Jalen Brunson is a superstar. Personally, I think he had a good playoff run, and he's about to get the bag off this. But I don't think he's somebody you can depend on to run your franchise or be the face of your franchise. I think this is the beginning of another move the Knicks are going to make to try to get Donovan Mitchell up in this mob. I said it. I continue to say it. I tell you all the time off the air. Donovan Mitchell's coming to New York. So if you pair Mitchell with Brunson and maybe a Barrett combination, you might got a playoff team there in New York.
I don't think so. How does that fit? You got too many guards. You got R.J. Barrett, right? You got what's the other point guard they got? The Emmanuel Quickly. It's too much.
Rose.
Is Derrick Rose still there? His contract is still there?
I think he
What's
is.
going on with him? Well, he's old. Nobody cares about Derrick Rose. But either way, it's too many guards. It's too many guards. I don't see it working. I don't.
We just watched the Golden State Warriors win with their center being Draymond Green. Too many guards it can't be a bad thing. If they could shoot, why it was a problem?
Well, they have the coach Tom Thibodeau. He's not about that. So he's not about he's all about defense and playing the right matchup. He's not going to do that Golden State shooting from half court. That's definitely not happening under his watch. So let's be honest here. That's not happening. And I don't see them having that big clutter. I can see them getting one or the other. It's either going to be Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson. I can see Brunson going there. Donovan Mitchell doesn't want nothing to do with that team. Been in the playoffs. He had a taste of winning. He wants it all.
You don't think he's tired of getting bounced out in the first round every year?
Of course. And that's why would he go to the Knicks? He might not even make the playoffs if he goes there.
At least, listen, if you would get bounced out in the playoffs.
If he goes to the Knicks, he's going to be the best player there. He needs to go to somewhere that he's probably going to be the second best player. That's going to be his best opportunity to win.
So you don't think he's an A1? He's a 2?
Of course. Do you think he's an A1?
Oh, wow. I think he's Dwayne Wade 2.0.
I don't think he's an A1. He's proven that he's not. You just look at it in the 2K ratings. He's not even a 90. He's not even cracking a 90. He's not up there, bro. You know? He's good, but he's not that good.
Listen, I only like the Brunson move if you're gonna go get Donovan Mitchell. If you're not gonna do it and just keep Brunson by himself, I don't think that works, personally. But
so what are you gonna do with the other guards they got there? What would you do with them?
Package dumb motherfuckers the fuck up out of town to go get Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, but who you cannot guarantee to trade who you want to trade. It's gonna be tough. Is Julius Randle staying there? What's going on? There's a lot of question marks going on over there. But all I know is that Jalen Brunson's gonna be a Knick. I don't see Donovan Mitchell going over there because I can see him ring chasing. He's a ring chase, go get the bag and a ring.
All right, so let's move it on. Do you watch First Things First in the morning with Nick Wright and Chris Broussard in them?
Sometimes.
Well, Chris Broussard, that's the homie. I've interviewed Chris a couple times, and I've played in a charity basketball game with Chris Broussard, so he's the homie. Nick Wright, I haven't had the chance to meet him yet, but Nick Wright on their show said this.
And I said, oh, wait, what about the biggest, most blockbuster NBA trade ever? It's going to sound shocking, but then, Brew, what I would ask you is, do both teams have a 6-hour meeting about it? Do both teams say, okay, we need to get the whiteboard out and do pros, cons, and all of it? The trade is AD and Russ for Kyrie and Ben Simmons.
You, with your Lakers garb on, would you make that deal? AD and Westbrook for Kyrie and Ben Simmons. Talk to me, Drippy.
Hell no. I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Sides?
I don't want Westbrook. Are you crazy? Let me keep Kyrie. I want to see it work. I need Kyrie to be there for the whole season. I need Durant to play with him for the whole season for the first time. And don't forget, we still got Ben Simmons. This is why we made the trade. It wasn't for last year. It was really for the future. We still have Ben Simmons signed for a few more years with a relatively good contract. So I'm excited to see what Ben Simmons could bring to the table. And we could also add some pieces around the team now. It's off season, so we could recruit and get the right pieces around them. So why switch it now after we're so far and we got such a good team? Just give Kyrie what he wants, keep him happy, and let's win.
Okay, see, I'm glad you ended with that. Kyrie's not a person that you can make happy. Kyrie's always got a problem. He always has to take some games off or some time. He's a very deep thinker, and he's not always there. So, with that being said, I would absolutely trade Kyrie and Ben Simmons because You don't know what you got with Ben Simmons. You saw what he did with his back. He didn't play. He's not a tough it out type of guy. So I don't want him on my team. So I would absolutely trade him and Kyrie for AD and Westbrook. Granted, Westbrook isn't the person you ideally want, but he's played with Durant. And if there's anybody that can play with him, it's Durant. Durant can play with him. He doesn't mind. Well, not that he doesn't mind. Obviously, he minded because that's why he left. But he's shown that he can play with Westbrook. Plus, everybody else on that team is a shooter. Joe Harris, Patty Mills, who else? I can go down the list. They're all shooters. KD. So Westbrook doesn't have to shoot the ball. Steph. I didn't even say Steph. Yeah, Steph. Excuse me. Seth. You know what I'm saying?
Seth.
Yeah. So I think the deal is a smart one for the Nets. If I'm the Nets, I absolutely do that. And then even if I'm the Lakers, Kyrie was his best Kyrie when he was with LeBron.
I disagree. I say keep Kyrie. I want to see what Ben Simmons could bring to the table. He's young. He's athletic. He's won Rookie of the Year. He's been defensive all-team 3 times out of the 4 years he's been in the NBA. I'm excited to see what he could bring. What he could bring is scary good. But like you said, he don't have the heart. Westbrook has that heart. And when you mentioned that, you kind of had me thinking like, I would rather have Westbrook's heart, but I'd rather have Ben Simmons' body at this age, and reality sets, Westbrook is washed, if you ask me. He's washed. But would I take that hit to have Anthony Davis?
And there we go. We haven't even mentioned him yet. That front line with Anthony Davis and KD, bro, that's a serious front line right there.
But to take that hit to get Anthony Davis is the only reason I might take the hit, because he will complement KD so much. He'll make KD
that pick and roll is so serious.
Better, because now KD wouldn't have to force himself on the inside the way he was doing last year. Now he could probably play like, a little more outside and that. But we all know AD's not hungry no more. He said it. He had the golden opportunity. LeBron gave him the keys and said, "Here, take the keys to the Lamborghini." And you know what he did? He gave the keys back to LeBron and said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm satisfied. I won my trip. Thank you. I'm taking off for the rest of my career. I'm getting paid. I'm good." That's the way I feel. He's not really working hard. Like you said the other day, he hasn't even taken a jump shot. So he hasn't taken a jump shot since how long? That's crazy. And like, I don't want that guy on my team. I'd rather have Ben Simmons right now with his crazy ass on my team than this guy faking all these damn injuries. So I mean, they're both faking injuries. But I'd rather have the younger guy. If that makes sense.
I'm going with the deal because here's the next thing. If it doesn't work out with Westbrook, you're about to get $47 million on your books after you let him go. So now that's a lot of money under the cap to go find some players that'll help KD win this title. So I'm not saying that they definitely should do the deal, but I would do the deal. I think that would put the Nets back in contention, because here's the next thing. The East is full of big men. Pause. Embiid, Giannis. I'll stop right there. If you want to win a title, you got to go through both of them or one of them. And you have nobody on the Nets can deal with that at all. So if you don't go get an AD, how are you going to deal with Giannis? You can't put KD on Giannis.
I agree with you.
And then you got Bam Adebayo in Miami. You need a big man. I think that makes the deal worth it for the Nets, because you're in the Eastern Conference with all these big men. You're not going to beat Embiid without a big man. You're not going to beat Giannis without a big man.
I just wish there was somehow we could just trade straight up Kyrie Irving for KD. I don't understand why we can't do that. Why do we got to make this more? Why? I don't understand. AD hasn't done nothing really either. He's injury prone, but to give up Ben Simmons, man. On top
he hasn't played a minute for the Nets. He hasn't played at all last year. It's almost more than a year since he's been on the basketball court. What do you think he's going to do for you? And he's got a hurt back now that he hid from the Nets. Come on, man. I don't want that nigga on my team. I don't want that man on my team.
Is AD gonna want to go to Brooklyn? Is he gonna want
if you want to go to Brooklyn? We traded you. You mine now. What you mean?
I mean, you know what I mean. He's gonna start faking injuries, and he don't want to be there. He don't want to be there. And Russell Westbrook too. Russell Westbrook's from the West Coast. Who's to say he wants to go all the way to Brooklyn now? I don't think he wants to play in Los Angeles. He was fighting the fans all year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's what you're doing, bring your ass to the East Coast, man. Maybe some of these people over here might love you. Because here's what I'm gonna tell you, and I know you. His heart would be something that you're gonna gravitate to. Once he's in net, you'll be like, oh nah, Westbrook's that guy. Because he's gonna bring it every night.
I know, but the thing is with him, right, is that
he sucks.
They just let him shoot. I watched him play live. He's horrible right now. He sucks. He's not the same guy. He just sucks. But I'll take him because, like you said, it's gonna release the cap at the end of the year. So now we're gonna have more money for the future, and it just gives us a chance to have AD. That's the real reason. I mean,
period.
Forget about Westbrook. We got a small window. I feel like we had a better chance against Boston with Anthony Davis than we did with Kyrie Irving. Let's go back to the playoffs with Boston and New York, and let's swap out Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons, which wasn't even active, like you said, with Anthony Davis. And I think we would have had a better chance to win.
Way better.
It does make our team better, but that's if Ben Simmons doesn't play. If Ben Simmons comes back and becomes Ben Simmons, we're going to be kicking ourselves in the ass. I'll tell you that much right now. Because
I'll put my money on AD. I'll put my money on AD than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has shown me he don't want to shoot the ball. You've been in this league way too long for you to not develop a jump shot. One. Then you got scared. And now it's a quote-unquote mental thing, which turned into a back thing, which now we know you're a liar. Nah, I'm good on you, my nigga. I'm good. I'm so good on Ben Simmons. And you know how I feel about Westbrook. I think Westbrook is doo-doo trash. He's more than washed up at this point. But I'll take Westbrook before I take Ben Simmons. Because Westbrook is going to give me heart. He's going to show up every night and give me everything he's got. Even if he shoots 20 air balls, at least I know that boy is trying.
You know what? Ben Simmons is going to do the same thing anyway. You're right. They're the same exact player right now at this point. Because Ben Simmons got exposed and he was doing the same thing. And that's what he's scared to do. At least Russell Westbrook's a man enough to go out there and perform like crap every night and still show up and get dressed and earn his money like a man. Because Ben Simmons is out there. He don't want to have a bad performance in front of the big crowd. He's scared.
He's scared. Yeah. No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
And they started to talk me into your side of the fight. I think I might want to do that trade and take Anthony Davis because
you see what I'm saying? The upside with Anthony Davis is
I don't like soft dudes, man, and Ben Simmons is soft. Let's keep it.
80 soft too. Oh.
Yeah, it's a short clip.
I guess we was going too long. Okay, cool. Listen, these you'll see a little bit more of these. These are our reaction videos. Shout out to my guy Dripyyyyy D. Shout out to our producer, and you'll see Chris on these too when he gets back. He took a little vacation day. You'll see Chris back on the next episode. And yeah, happy birthday to my stepdaughter, Jaylene. It's her birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, that Sneakers and Styles. D, anything you want to say before we go?
Happy belated birthday to you too, my brother.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Sneakers and Styles, and we out.
That's Sneakers and Styles. Let's go.